everybody. I'm Steph, this is Jay, and we represent StephJayInc. We appreciate you guys for tuning in to us. Thank you so much for the love, the comments. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll keep the videos coming. So today's topic, we are talking about why premarital counseling is important.
Why premarital counseling?
And the topic is why premarital counseling. I just said that. Just said it twice. Why premarital counseling? So, just a little bit about our experience. We did not get premarital counseling. We wish we had of our first couple years of marriage, because there's a lot of things that we ran into, and most people know, your first 5 years of marriage are typically the years that you're just trying to figure things out. So with that said, why premarital counseling? Because your first 5 years is going to be rough trying to figure things out. And why not save yourself the heartache? Why not save yourself the headache? Why not save yourself the rough road when you just get premarital counseling and go into marriage with the very smooth transition of getting to know each other and really working some things out. So why premarital counseling? There's three huge keys and points that I want to make why premarital counseling is important. And the first one is that when you get premarital counseling, basically what you're doing is finding out, are you ready to be married? Are you ready? Most people, when they come to us for counseling, they've kind of already made up their mind. Like, okay, I'm going to get married, and that's why I'm coming to you for premarital counseling. But most of the time, and this does happen sometimes, not a lot, but most of the time people have their mind made up. But some of the times during premarital counseling, people start to figure out like, hey, you know what? Maybe we're not ready for marriage. And it's not because we discourage them from getting married, but when you sit two people down who have two different ideas of when to get married, how they want to get married, what type of ceremony they want to have, what type of this they want, the date, how long these things are, how many people, all those type of things kind of clouds a person's head, especially when they've already decided, hey, I want to be married, blah, blah, blah. Then, to go into some issues about whether or not their mindset is really aligned properly. Both of them have their minds in both in the same place when it comes to marriage. Then they start the question like, maybe we should wait. Maybe we should get some more counseling. Maybe we should get some more advice. Maybe we should set some things in order first before we go forward into getting married. And I think that's key, finding out, are you ready to be married? And one of the things that, we getting married, when we first got married, we were married really young. So were we ready to get married? In our minds and our hearts we were, but there were other areas that we weren't. So that's a totally different video altogether. But there's a lot of areas that you may not be ready to be married. So second point is,
what were you going with that one? Because he brought that up.
So second point is this, that two people should be on the same page about the expectations of married life. And what I mean by that is, some people think marriage is a bed of flowers every day. Some people think there's no problems in marriage. Some people think there's all problems in marriage. And some people get married just to have a security blanket, a financial security blanket, or just to have a person that they can say that they're with and not be lonely. Some people get married, for all the wrong reasons, and some people have good reasons where, they feel, hey, we feel that we're right for each other. We feel that, this is the right time, but they don't have any idea of what it's like living with someone 24/7, having to deal with their habits, having to deal with the way they handle adversity, with the way they handle criticism. Like a person having to deal with their routine. What's their daily routine like? So having to deal with how even when it comes to spending, like two people having two different ideas about their spending habits. So having two people get on the same page about the expectations of married life, and we'll talk about that in another video, the expectations of married life, like what is being married about. And everybody has their different ideas about married life, and I think we have a pretty good idea about married life. We've been married for 15 years. So third point,
plan on how to handle issues.
so I think everybody should have a game plan on how to handle issues when they come up. I think this is one of the most important things you could come to premarital counseling to find out how to do. And some people call it conflict resolution. And I don't like to call it conflict. I just like to think that certain times issues come up and you need to know how to handle them. Disagreements. And some people, really revert. A lot of times you have two different people that come from two different worlds, two different upbringings. So they've always handled issues, or they've always handled problems the way that they have, based on how they've come up, how they've been raised. You have another person that handles it their own way. So you have two people that handle issues and problems two different ways, and that could present a problem. So when you come to premarital counseling, basically you want to find out, hey, how do you handle those issues when problems come up? And you want to find out from this person, how do you handle issues and problems when they arise? And then we're going to find out, do those two ways that both of you handle problems or issues, do they work for you guys? And we'll talk about that in another video as well, how to handle issues and problems and the type of different ways to do so. But it's important that two people figure out how to handle issues and problems when they come up, because marriage is not going to be a bed of roses. It's not going to be a smooth road for however long you planned on being married. And till death do you part is the vow. So I believe, those three things. Number one, finding out if you're ready to be married. Number two, finding out if you guys are going to trying to get both of the two people on the same page. And last but not least, figuring out how you guys are going to resolve issues when they come up and arise. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, leave us a comment.
Thank you guys. Have a blessed day.
Peace.